Hello and welcome to Fusion Writing, where building character meets creating structure. And this is a wonderful new week where we are going to cover a very closely related topic to the ones that we covered last week. But I'm not going to spoil the surprise. I'll turn it over to Victoria to give you the compass overview of what we're going to be covering this week. Victoria?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another week of excitement. For this week, I think we're at the point, if you're following along with us, where you have the components of a zero draft, some of those rough scraps and ideas, maybe some research, maybe even a little bit of drafting and notes. And you've started to transition it into a work in progress, which is something that is starting to take form and looks more like the story that you envision in your head. So what I want to talk to you during the map tomorrow about is I want to talk to you a little bit about sequencing. Once you have all of those pieces and you start to do some of that drafting and get those scenes out of your head and onto the page, what does it look like when you start to put your story together? That's what we're going to take a detailed look at, and I'm going to walk you through some tricks and tips for how to get that done quickly and in the least painful manner possible. Because I know for my pantsers, plotting is kind of a dirty word. We don't say plotting. And for my plotters, you got to have a plan to go by. So I'm going to try and land you in the middle of both. And we're going to talk about how to sequence that story out so that it sounds and looks the way that you want it to on the page. So with that, I'll throw it to Kathleen.
Oh, thank you, Victoria. I'm looking forward to that one. Well, in my area, we're working on the character trait positions on the character profile diagram, which means the level of awareness that your character has to the character trait that's going on in his head, because we're very different operators when it comes to things that we're worried about versus things that are often la la land versus things that we've got pretty knocked solid. And so we're going to be focusing more this time on the ones that we've got pretty knocked solid and how that affects the character trait that we have in mind that we are talking about for our character. And in addition to that, we'll also be talking a little bit about character transitions. What character transitions, how do you get into that solid position, and what could make you leave that solid position? But we'll save that for the map. So anything to add to our little tease this morning, Victoria?
Nope, I think we are ready to roll and get onto the map and get these stories written.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Come back for the map.